Impact segment tonight. Pro-Russian separatists in Ukraine shot down 2 more planes overnight, Ukrainian military jets. In Europe, opinions divided on whether to take stronger action against Putin, who's giving the missiles to the terrorists. The result, a Malaysian airliner destruction, 298 dead. Britain closer to calling for stronger action, but not France. It is selling Putin 2 warships, despite the Russian leader's aggressive tactics. Some Americans want President Obama to take stronger action against Russia, but the word warmonger now in play in that debate. Here to explain the use of that word, one of the co-hosts of The Five, Bob Beckel. So I heard you use the warmongering label when you were shooting it out with Waters over how the plane site should be secured. First of all, define warmongering to me.
War-mongering is something spoken by somebody who has absolutely no idea what they're talking about, is sophomoric, has never had any experience in foreign policy, and could put us in a position where we could get into wars we don't need to be in.
All right. So warmongering is someone who doesn't understand the situation, who wants to use military force, right?
Correct.
And that's the wrong strategy.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got it. Now, with the wrong strategy, here's what I would hope would happen, that the UN would send in troops to Ukraine to secure the site so the investigation would be clean on the Malaysian airliner. Would that be warmongering for UN troops to go in?
No, it would not be. I mean, I think that you need to secure this site, but the United States does not secure the site.
So we shouldn't do it unilaterally.
No, we shouldn't do it unilaterally.
It should be the UN.
I think the UN would be a good force to do it. I mean, who else is going to do it?
Right, nobody else is going to do it, and the UN won't do it either, so the scene will not be secured, and it has not been.
Well, if it doesn't get secured, that's too bad. It's not worth us going in there losing American troops.
You know, I don't disagree with that. I wouldn't send ground troops in there. I don't think it would be warmongering to do it, but I think it would be foolish tactically to do it. Putin. I would take much stronger action against Putin economically, cut off all credit card receipts, and the United States could do that easily. Would that be warmongering?
No, but that's a different story. Warmongering is putting ourselves in a position where we would potentially trigger a war. Cutting off credit cards is not doing that. I think more could be done. The fact is the United States has done some limited sanctions. The Europeans, who should be doing them, are not only not doing them, but they're aiding and abetting Putin, like the French.
And they're cowards.
And exactly, as far as I'm concerned, they are.
So they're not warmongers, they're the opposite.
They're the opposite of warmongers. They're peaceniks.
All right, they're peaceniks. I don't think they're peaceniks. They couldn't care less. They just want money. All right, so now, my solution is provocative. So you put Putin in a corner like that. He's a rat, right?
Yeah, he's a rat, but he's vastly overestimated.
All right, and man, you may be right, but you may be wrong, because Putin will warmonger. He will warmonger.
Yeah, warmonger with what? He's got nothing to warmonger.
He's got a big army, he's got tanks, and he's got
but he's going to send him across borders. He hasn't tried it in Georgia, got beat, and now he's got some surrogates doing it in Ukraine.
Well, he's certainly warmongering in Ukraine.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he's obviously doing that.
Sure he is, but what, I mean, in the end, is he going to get Ukraine? No.
But listen to my question. If I'm the president and I say, listen, Vlad, we're not going to take any more credit card receipts from Russia. That just destroys his infrastructure right there. Now, he may say, okay, Bill, because you did that, now I'm going to take over all of Ukraine. I'm going to send Russian troops and tanks in. Then there's a war.
Is there a war with who?
You're not following, are you?
I'm following exactly what you're saying. You're suggesting the credit card receipts.
Should I speak slower or what?
I don't need you to speak slower.
Mad because
I can keep up with you. Most people can't, but I can.
Okay, then here's a question that I'll rephrase. Is it warmongering to put Putin in an economic corner where he may lash back militarily?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why?
So then that's not warmongering.
No, of course not.
But I'm putting him in a corner if
war is war. That is war. War is us going to war.
Economic war.
War is you can do economic war. That's not warmongering. No.
Okay, all right.
If you decide you're going to cut off oil and gas to the East, to Europeans, if they're willing to have the guts to do it, then that's not warmongering. That's choking this guy economically.
Okay,
this
but that might start a shooting war.
He's a fraud with who? Who's he going to shoot?
He's going to shoot. Look, Russia, I hate to break this to you, has the capacity to overrun Eastern Europe. They could do it if they wanted.
They could not overrun.
Sure, they could. He's going to fight them.
Poland is a member of NATO. We would go in there at that point. That would be warmongering. If you attack a country that we have a treaty relationship to protect, then
you'd be okay with it.
I would certainly would, but he doesn't have that. He's not going to do that.
All right.
This guy, the worst thing that could have happened to him was have that Malaysian airliner shot down.
Okay.
Worst thing that ever happened to him.
Iran. All right. Would we be warmongering if we say to Iran, if you do not stop nuclear weapon development, we and Israel are going to bomb you? Is that warmongering?
That is going to war for a good reason.
That's justified.
That's justified.
All right. All right, Becca, you're sounding kind of cogent.
Thank you.
Did you get a lot of sleep last night, or what's?
No, I'm just debating you, and I don't find you as intimidating as a lot of people do.
No, you like this, don't you, Becca?
I do, very much.
You like this because you know why? You know why you like this? Because people actually see you.
I think they see me on the 5. We're not that far behind you, O'Reilly. We got half the TVs. Well, that's all right.
It's a different audience.
You've always been #1, and I got to give you credit for that. But it ain't gonna last forever.
Well, when I leave, it won't. But as long as I'm here,
when you leave, it won't leave.
Here's the deal: if we're not #1 when I'm here, I start a war.
Good.
I'm going to war.
Go ahead. Go to war.
I'm going to war.
You're going to go to war against Megan?
I'm going to wag the dog.
Are you going to go to war against Megan or the 5?
No, the 5.
Oh, you are?
I'll invade the 5. Yeah. All right? And they'll turn on you, Beckel.
We got you a few days. I was going to go tape them on your door, and they wouldn't let me do it. They said because you'd be a pain in the ass about it. So
you're babbling now. All right, give Beckel a hand. He made a little bit of sense today. We have a brand new BillO'Reilly.com poll for you.